Heidi ho, NFL fans. Scott Branson here, your professor of football at Sportsnaut.com, ready to hand out this week's NFL report cards. Let's see who made the honor roll and who needs to stay after class. First, the Cleveland Browns, they get a B. Joe Flacco's like that student who keeps acing tests we thought he'd fail. With 309 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Jets, he led the Browns to a rare party, clinching a playoff spot. Well done, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Brownies. Next up, the Miami Dolphins. Sorry, you failed. You get an F. Corner, you get schooled by the Ravens, allowing 5 touchdowns to Lamar Jackson. Looks like someone didn't do their homework. Time for some serious tutoring, my friends. And speaking of those Baltimore Ravens, they get an A+. The Ravens are like the class valedictorian that keeps getting better. Lamar Jackson, with his 5 touchdowns, is setting the curve for everyone else. An absolute masterclass in football, making them the top contenders to reach the Super Bowl in the AFC. Next, it's the Chicago Bears. They get an A+. Speaking of acing the tests, the Bears in the snow are like that kid who's good at everything. Justin Fields, 313 scrimmage yards, and the defense's 4 interceptions. That's an A+ performance, folks. Looks like Soldier Field is where all the cool kids are hanging out. Next up, the Kansas City Chiefs. They get a B. It was a close one, but hey, what the heck? The Chiefs dispelled the Bengals, pretty much knocking them out of the AFC playoff picture, but we'll see. Kansas City is still shaky. They got a B this week, but can they ace the final coming up next week? Well, that's it for this week's report cards. Some students excelled, others, let's just say summer school might be in their future. I'm Scott Branson, and this was your NFL Week 17 report card. Study up, and we'll see you next week.